is not every day that you turn 110 years old.
No, that is a very special day to be celebrated.
And you look great for 110.
Well, thank you.
Delaware Motor Sales, we are celebrating our 110th anniversary. And ladies and gentlemen, you are going to see we have a car from each and every single decade for 110 years. It's incredible.
That is so special. I love it.
Cadillac Heaven is 110 years. And we keep growing stronger and stronger, celebrating that we are 6 years in a row, working on our 7th year in a row, being #1 in the Philadelphia district. What a great time for us to be running on a streak.
I love it. Let's keep it going.
There's a lot of fun and a lot of folks that are here waiting to be introduced to you, and we're just gonna keep on rolling.
Get right to it.
He said not more but less, but let me tell you something. This is Robert Sless, ladies and gentlemen. He's responsible for orchestrating and coordinating us having a Cadillac from every single decade. Robert, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. It's a pleasure to bring the cars here to Delaware Cadillac. I'm glad all the owners agreed to bring their cars. So we have cars from 1910 all the way up to the 2000s, and one car representing every decade in between. So it's a pleasure to bring them.
Now, Robert, you're involved with the LaSalle Club?
The Cadillac LaSalle Club, that's correct. And I'm in the Valley Forge region, which represents areas in southern and eastern Pennsylvania, northern Delaware, and southeast New Jersey.
Now, tell some of the folks, where can they go to come find you and the club, and maybe join the club or do something in regards to sponsorship?
Well, we have a web page. The website is VFR, Valley Forge Region, CLC, Cadillac LaSalle Club.org.
And go to that web page, because when it's something like this, I mean, you just on a phone call, you did this kind of support for us. We want to support you. We're celebrating our 110th year, but one of our mainstays and one of our loyal customers, Mr. Will Pine, he did this on his own. I didn't slip him a 20. I just have to put you on camera and say thank you.
Thank you guys for everything that you've done for me with the 2 cars and then the other personal ones that I bought separately. This is a fantastic vehicle, fantastic dealership. I appreciate it.
Well, Will is part of the V Club for the Philadelphia chapter. We've got at least 3 different chapters that are here today. And the Cadillac V Club, if you own a Cadillac V of any variation, you want to look up where your local club is. And North Dakota, we still need you, okay? But Will and other members of the club that have come as customers or just friends, the support that you give us is what helps to continue to drive our passion to be supportive of you and the club and everything we do. Ladies and gentlemen, this isn't the first time Windel's been here. You've been here a couple times, haven't you?
Maybe once.
Yeah? All right. Windel, tell us where you're from.
I'm from Washington, D.C., born and raised.
And what chapter are you with?
I'm the director of the Baltimore chapter of the Cadillac V Club.
And the V Club, I was just talking about it with Mr. Will Pine from the Philadelphia chapter. You know, support the V Club. It's incredible what they're doing nationally. And you can get some track time, or you can just make some new friends. And you've got how many members in your chapter now?
My chapter has a little over 20 members.
And we want to continue to see that to grow. And nationwide, baby, it's just incredible. The Cadillac V Club, the passion that you guys have, as I said to Will, it's what continues to drive us forward with what we do. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with
Gerold Carroll.
Megan O'Hara.
Tell us about these fantastic cars we're standing next to.
This is my 1969 Superior Cadillac Crown Sovereign Landaulet combination coach. It's a hearse and an ambulance combination.
Wow. And what about this one?
This is my 1966 Superior Cadillac high-top rescuer ambulance.
Wow, this is wild. So cool.
So you got a choice. You can either get in the coffin or the gurney. Which one are you going in?
Neither. Which one are you getting in?
I'm driving.
What? No way. No way.
Ladies and gentlemen, we really appreciate you guys coming out, and these cars are really neat. They're novelty. It's incredible. Thank you, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, 93.7 WSTW has flown in to be a part of the event, and we are here with Tukey.
I see what you did there, flown in. Tukey, I've got some questions for you. So, I assume that you probably don't have a driver's license, but if you did, what Cadillac would you want to drive? All right, me too, me too, me too.
Which color was your favorite, Tukey?
I think that's green. All right.
See, you're doing pretty good for these questions.
Now, our pizza truck just drove up. What's your favorite pizza topping?
The round one.
Pepperoni, maybe. It's like playing charades.
This is good. This is good. Thank you, Tukey. Can I get a high five?
All right,
Awesome.
high five. Woo!
Kaitlyn, you having fun so far?
How can you not have fun? We're at Delaware Cadillac.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are truly honored because the senior zone manager, did I get the title right?
You got the title right, Harry.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Nick Bring. He is currently on loan from his wife and children to come here to be with us on a Saturday to celebrate our 110th anniversary. And he asked me what we're going to talk about. He's not going to talk to you about how great Delaware Cadillac is and that we're the only Cadillac dealer you should buy from because he's not allowed to. But ladies and gentlemen, one thing you don't always know, or maybe you don't always realize when you call a customer service person or whoever you might interact with, the passion. The passion that this man brings to the table and has for the brand is almost unmatched. I mean, I am in this business too.
This is the kindest you've been to me yet, Harry.
It's only for on camera, Nick. No, seriously, ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing this for a long time, and I've met a lot of people that work with Cadillac. Nick is extremely impressive, and I am saying it in front of you. I am saying it live on television. But Nick, tell us, how long have you been with General Motors?
Well, one, Harry, thank you for having me. This is a awesome event. 110 years.
110 years.
And were you there at the beginning?
Well, I'm only 29, Nick. So.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, excellent. You look like you've spent some time in the business.
Thank you. He's calling me old, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen.
No, I have been, to answer your question, I've been with General Motors for 17 years, Cadillac for the last 3 years. It's been an absolute pleasure seeing this brand evolve and grow over that period of time, and really embodied by the products that we have here, as well as the professionals that sell them.
Well, and one of the things I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Nick loves a chart.
Where is my charts?
Nick didn't bring any of his charts with him, so he might not be prepared for class. But just this evolution of what we've got going on with the electric cars. And on some people, they're like, oh, I have to only have gas, or oh, I only have to whatever. But we probably have one of the most complete and truly every single car that we have is just an incredible car. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Cadillac's path to electrification and what some of our plans are here going forward?
Well, listen, that's a great segue. And, first things first, Cadillac recognizes and really strives to achieve and provide the luxury of choice, which is having a portfolio that's right for every customer, whether that be a ICE or gas engine or an electric vehicle. The EV portfolio is obviously our newest entries to Cadillac, and we're incredibly proud of them. I would say it is the strongest EV lineup in the industry, period, bar none. And I don't think I'm the only one who thinks so. We see this a lot in a lot of publications over the last year and a half or so. I think we've either been number one or number two EV entries across the myriad of segments that we compete in. And they're fantastic cars. Really, at the end of the day, they get you there quick. Some of the most superior range you're ever going to find in an EV car. And if you drive them, I really think that's the difference for most people considering an EV product. You got to get in the car. They're just an absolute blast to drive. They're quiet, they're comfortable, they're smooth, there's no shifting involved. They're a wonderful daily driver. They're even a great enthusiast drive for those that want to get somewhere fast. So we're very proud of our portfolio. We're very proud of the people that sell and bring our products to market, like you, Harry. You do a wonderful job for us, and we do appreciate that. But yeah, no, it's a great time for Cadillac. I think there's nothing but a bright future for the brand. So if you are a fan of Cadillac, stay tuned, because there's a lot of good things to come.
And yes, we are going to continue on with the XT5 and the CT5 and a variation, and the Escalade and the Optic and the LYRIQ and the Vistic and the Escalade and the Escalade IQ, which Nick happened to drive down here in an Escalade IQ. But ladies and gentlemen, we had the exposure, like you got to interact. One of the ladies from the Baltimore V Club chapter, and she happened to own a LYRIQ V.
Yeah.
And I've talked about it, that a lot of the V Club guys, which we love, that are gas hungry, they're like, hey, you put a V on the electric car. But that lady was just raving about how much she truly loves the LYRIQ. And it isn't for everyone. But to be honest with you, once you've driven an electric car, you're going to have a hard time going back to gas.
Yeah, I mean, her enthusiasm, I think, would surpass my own in this subject, and surpass, I think, several other fellow members, if I can be so bold in saying, on her fellow V Club. So she was very grateful and appreciative that we had this car. And you know, the LYRIQ V is a special vehicle, 650 horsepower. That's a lot of muscle going in one direction. So, you know, I think at the end of the day, again, when it comes to EVs, there's a lot to love, right? There's not a ton of moving parts. There's not a ton of things to break or go wrong. When it comes to, I think the biggest issue really, not issue, the biggest question that I get as it relates to EV is charge access, charge time, right? And so that's a very fair question, right? Because at the end of the day, that is probably the most dissimilar aspect of this vehicle from its ICE counterparts. And two things I would say about that. One, charge access has improved significantly over the last 3 to 4 years. I would admit, 4+ years ago, it would be a little bit hard to find a charger or a fast charger on your way from point A to B if you had to rely on that network. Nowadays, I came here from Connecticut, there is a charger, a fast charger, every 30 miles on the turnpike between here and where I come from, my home in Connecticut. So that's really, really simple. And that network really has expanded across the Northeast and across the country. As it relates to charge time, what I try to communicate is it's a little bit of a mindset difference, right? So I think we're all pretty accustomed in a gas car. You go to the station, it's an efficient use of your time to simply just fill up the car and go. With an EV car, not everyone has 30 or 45 minutes to charge. And I think there's this misnomer out there that, charging takes an hour and a half. Sure, it could if you wanted to go from 0 to 100%, depending on the charger speed that you're plugging in at. But really what you need is the amount of distance that gets you to where you're going and gets you to your next charger. So like, for example, on my way home today, I have roughly 200 or 300 miles to drive. I think I'm like 30 or 40% left. So I'm gonna have to charge. I'm not gonna stop at a charger and charge for 45 minutes. I'd rather, go be home with my family. I'm gonna stop at that charger and charge for the 5, 10, or 15 minutes or so that I need to get home where I have a home charger. And that's it. And in all of our cars, 10 to 15 minutes of charging gets you north of 100 miles, which is typically in the Northeast enough to get you most places around this area. So it's really just a little bit of a mind shift, and I think the folks that try it realize it's not nearly the big deal that it's made out to be.
And don't you worry, we're going to still have XT5s, we're going to still have CT5s, we're going to still have Escalades that are gas, and we're going to have other things that come along the way. And we are going to be here, and we're going to do the job that we do with the support of people like Nick behind us at Cadillac. And Nick, we just appreciate you taking the time out of your life and being here to support us for this adventure here.
Well, Harry, one, thank you, and thank you to all the customers that were able to make some time on their Saturday to be here. I'll tell you this: we have a huge network of just wonderful Cadillac dealers, so I can't pick favorites, of course. But if you're here for 110 years, you're here for a reason, and that's because you've been taking great care of customers. You and your predecessors, I should say, not you all 110 years. For a really
great for 110.
For a really long time. And listen, very sincerely, We here in Cadillac, we don't sell cars. You sell cars, and you take care of our customers. And that not only helps feed the families of all the folks that work for Delaware Cadillac, but it helps feed the families for all the folks that work at Cadillac and General Motors. And so really, we depend upon professionals like yourself and your team to really support our mutual business. And for that, we couldn't be more grateful.
Thank you, sir.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
We've been rocking and rolling. We need to take a minute to breathe. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be our 110-minute show for a minute for every year that Delaware Motor Sales has been in business.
I mean, of any show, we can make an exception for this one.
And it's our 4th of July show.
Oh, yeah, hence the red, white, and blue.
You got it. And ladies and gentlemen, we still have offers and opportunities to talk about, like this brand new 2026 Cadillac CT5V Blackwing. It's the Deep Ocean Special Edition, and we had 2 of them.
Wow.
We may not have any of them left because the first one sold to a guy that happened to be looking through the window.
Really?
Came in and bought it late on a Saturday night. And this one, someone is actively looking at right now during our car show and our 110th anniversary event. With 668 horsepower, 659 foot-pounds of torque. Yeah, it's fast, and it's going to move out the door. Carbon 1, Carbon 2. Blackwings are hard to get. We have earned the allocation because of customers like the great Will Pine and all the other members of the V Club and other customers from all over the country that have done business with us, and we thank each and every one of you. But don't miss your chance. If you're after a V or a Blackwing or a CT5 or even a CT4, we've got a handful of those left, but this is the time. At the end of this year, the CT5 is going to go away for a period of time before the next generation is reiterated and comes back.
So you better hurry up.
Hurry up. Don't wait 110 years. You want to do it today. With 472 horsepower and 445 foot-pounds of torque, this CT4V Blackwing, it's just incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been #1 in the entire universe in CT4V Blackwings because they don't sell them on Mars just yet. And unfortunately, they won't be selling them on this planet anymore. It's our last one.
What?
It could be a teary-eyed moment, but this is the last one, and it is the one that you want. It is a 2026 CT4V Blackwing with the Carbon 1, the Carbon 2, the satin graphite wheels, the sunroof.
Red seat belts.
Of course, the red seat belts. I'm addicted. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the end of an era with this car. Come get yours while you still can. Black Raven, jet black interior. Oof. We are the Blackwing Kings.
And Queens.
CT5s we're going to have throughout the end of the year, but CT4s, the time is now. If you want one, we only got this one.
Don't miss out.
And we have some other regular CT4s and a CT4V maybe. And speaking of that, and if we can get them on camera, we will. The very first CT4V that ever arrived at our dealership was owned, and it was ordered by a gentleman by the name of Art Stippo. Mm-hmm. And it was right before the pandemic and right before the factory shut down. His car came in, and we had you scheduled for a walk-around.
That's correct.
We had to borrow Art because he sat here all day, and we had to borrow his car so Kaitlyn could do a walk-around and talk about it. And that's one of the things that sparked RV and Blackwing successes.
Mm-hmm. Check out the video online.
That's right. And then he ordered a 26, knowing it was going to be his last opportunity. And I couldn't get the order placed, and it took me a while and took me a while and took me a while. Finally got placed, and it was built, and it showed up, and it is and was our last CT4V to ever arrive. And ladies and gentlemen, guess what? He's right over there. Art, come on in.
Well, that was good timing.
I know. It's like it was on cue.
It was meant to be. Hi there.
Hey, hand him the microphone.
There you go, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Art Stippo, the proud owner of our first CT4V and now our last CT4V. Art, tell him, what attracts you to that car?
Well, I had an ATS before, and then when the ATS was done, it was getting replaced by the CT4, and the engine was a lot slower, so I didn't like the new engine, so I sat in a Sport, because that's all I had was the nicer, sportier seats. And then so I just ordered without a test drive the CT4V, and I got it as soon as Harry could order it. And now I don't want an EV, so I wanted to continue with the CT4, so I traded it in on the 2026. And I ordered it back around Thanksgiving, and it sounded like Harry was going to get it, and then it just took that long, and so I got the last one.
The timing happened the way that it was supposed to, apparently. We appreciated your patience. And Art, we appreciate your support, and we appreciate you being here for the 110th celebration.
Thank you.
Thank you. We've got people that are coming from all over the place to participate in our 110th anniversary. And that level of support just reinforces what we like to do for the Cadillac V Club. And I'm standing here with Anthony from the Tri-State Cadillac V Club. Anthony, where's the Tri-State Cadillac V Club based out of?
So I'm located on Long Island, but we cover Long Island, Northern New Jersey, Westchester, and Southwest Connecticut.
And who got you down here today?
So I came down here to see Fernando Reiser, who's the chapter director for Philadelphia.
And a lot of our viewers know very well, and Fernando came up with some story that he's on jury duty on a Saturday. But Fernando, even though you're not here, you brought us Anthony. And Anthony, where can they find out if they want to join the Tri-State chapter? Where can they find you guys?
Well, you can go to CadillacVClub.com if you want to join up. They have you search for it, it'll say to join it, and then they'll ask you where you live, and based on where you live, they'll put you in the closest local club.
Very cool. And we really appreciate the support. We appreciate you showing up, and we appreciate your passion for the brand. Thank you.
Well, we definitely appreciate Delaware Cadillac. You're one of our platinum dealers. You guys do a lot of stuff to support the V Club. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do most of the things that we do.
110 years. If Cadillac knew where they would be today from where they started, as the standard of the world, we have evolved, and these cars are just incredible.
They really are.
When you speak to a lot of these folks, they were inspired to love a Cadillac from their grandfather or their grandmother, and they drove Cadillacs, and it has gone on. This is no longer just your grandfather's Cadillac.
I was going to say, these are not your typical grandfather's Cadillacs anymore.
Younger people, day in and day out, are walking through the door for these cars, and although Art said he didn't want to go EV, there's a lot of people, and we met a lot of people today, that want it in the form of this LYRIQ V. It is $86,730, but it is an event today. This is an event car, and you have the opportunity right here, right now, to save $9,000. That's $7,000 in the form of a dealer allowance, $2,000 in either the GM Conquest rebate or the Cadillac Enhanced Loyalty rebate if you own an XT4, XT6, or LYRIQ, and you're going to buy it for only $77,730. This car is incredible, and it's got the red accent package. Check out the.
Look at that on the wheel.
Yes, it matches your dress. You think I do this on
Love
accident? Or you can lease it for
$71.10 due at signing, and your monthly lease payment will be $8.89 a month.
$71.10.
That's what I said.
I know, 110.
Oh, I got it. I didn't pick up on that earlier.
$8.89 a month. This one is a customer responsibility month, so you're going to have to pay your own payments. But you want to take advantage of that offer because on a car that lists for over $86,000, those are incredible lease payments. And they're all available right here, right now. After 110 years of you maybe waiting for your LYRIQ V, just take
Exit 7.
and come get yours at Cadillac Heaven. What kind of car are we standing next to?
A monster. A beast.
She said it's a monster car. It is a monster car. It's an Escalade. It's a brand new Escalade, and there's reasons behind it, but it's a brand new 2025 Sport Platinum Onyx package Escalade with the center console cooler. And that's like the only option you can have.
This is my dream car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power running boards, rear entertainment. This car is loaded to the hilt, and it's $136,565. See, now I'm zoning out. $136,565, and that is what you will be able to buy it for. And it has the performance brakes, which are hard to get. There was a whole constrained issue, and then an issue, and then a bolt issue, and this car has all the cool stuff.
Love that.
And where else could you find it? Right here. You know, it's not just the place. It's the people. And days like this, where you're celebrating 110 years, they don't come around but like every 110 years.
I was going to say the same thing.
It's incredible. And Lee had set up, we have some of the replicas of the articles of when Delaware motor sales started. It didn't start right here. It was moved to here. It's just historical significance. And this building's been here since like 1938.
Like this actual building?
This actual building.
Really?
Probably this floor, which is really tough to keep clean. No, 110 years is something to be proud of, but we couldn't do it without the people. The people that work here and the people that buy and service their cars here. And so I just really want to reiterate that because, yes, the show's going to be long, Vince, and yes, we got a lot of interviews, but 110 years, it takes a lot to make it all work.
And that's a whole lot to celebrate.
It's a whole lot to celebrate. And we're going to launch the show like right around the 4th of July. So happy 4th of July. Thank you. Thank you, every one of you. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for your business. And if you're one of our employees, thank you for what you do to make this business last 110 years and hopefully another 110 after that.
Absolutely.
And beyond that, we can't really worry about it. But we're going to keep doing our part while we're here. Brand new 2026 Cadillac XT5. Ladies and gentlemen, we can't get enough of them. We keep selling out. Don't worry. I told you, we're going to have gas. We're going to have electric. This premium luxury collection is red with the Cirrus interior, ultra-view sunroof, all-wheel drive, V6 engine that other dealers are going to tell you, oh, we can't get a 6-cylinder. You don't want a 6. Yes, if this is the one you want. Driver assist, technology package. This car is incredible, and it's $62,695. You're going to save $1,000. I haven't made you dance all day.
I know you haven't.
Down payment assistance, and $500 in bonus cash, and you're going to buy it for only $61,195 and take advantage of the special rates through Cadillac Financial. We had people here from GM Financial today, a great partner of ours. They're not allowed to be on camera to tell everybody that we're their favorite dealer on the planet.
How awesome we are.
Mike and Frank told me that I could tell everybody that we're their favorite dealer. No, I'm kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a lot of support, a lot of people. I just can't thank you enough. This car, $61,195. Buy it, take advantage of the special rates, or you could lease it for
$51.10 due at signing, $110, and your monthly lease payment will be
she's catching it.
$699 a month.
And it's Delaware Cadillac, so on this car,
we pay your first 4 lease payments.
110 years behind us, another 110 years in front. You think you got another 110 in?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you can. All right. It all starts today. Just come, take,
Exit 7.
and join us in Cadillac Heaven.